What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm back with the part 4 video for building our machine learning project, and it is predicting a house price. And throughout those part videos, I show you how can we prepare our data, and then also how can we load it into our project, and then also I show you to plot one data to see how the label and the features are related, but I did not show you how can we plot every feature with the label to show the related, and to do that we first have to be changed our data frame, all data frame value into numbers to visualize, and we did that in the last part video. And in today's video I was going to continue from that, and in today's video I was going to plot them, and I was going to show you how can we plot that plot. And without further ado, let's get started, guys. I'm back, and as you can see here, I'm in our project file, and as you can see here, we also do too much code in here. And now as here we changed our strings value into numbers, and if we print it out we can get only numbers, and I show you that process, how can you do that. But here, as you can see, we only printed out plot the price and the area columns. But now I'm going to show you how can we plot the rest of columns with the label. Okay, so to do that, I know maybe there is a good way to do that, but in today's video I'm going to show you I think the good way that you can do that. But let me show you that. Okay, alright, before I do that, let me remind ourselves. Okay, what we want to do is we want to be the x label to be a area, right? No, the y value to be price, and the x value to be area. And we want to be to repeat as many times we want. For example, we want to be this number, this list much of way without this price. So to do that, we can loop through this code, and let me show you that. Let me just mark down this one. To mark down in easy way, if you use a mark, you can do mark and slash, and you're going to change it to string markdown. That's where I call it. Okay, let me show you. 4 columns less I'm sorry, 4 I in columns. Okay, I'm sorry, the f dot columns. Okay, I'm sorry, we want to print it out I. Oh my god. Okay, and if I run this one, as you see, it just the list of the column, and we just printed out over time for each strings. So but we want to be make plots for every single time. So let me just change this markdown into code, and let me just tab, and we're going to make it space, and it will consider to be in the for loop. And if I run this one, as you can see here, this other it is not okay. Okay, as you can see, it just printed out the same data that we seen before. But if we say plt dot show, and if I run this one, as you can see, we have bunch of plotting. Okay, and this is why I said this plot that I show is very useful when you are trying to plot a bunch of data, and just keep in mind this is a good way to do that, and don't forget to use this when using, for example, for loops. And as you can see, it just printed out our price first, our this column indexed first, index value first, and then plotted out this. And but we don't want to see the data for price and area relationship, but instead we want to be the y value, the x value to be other than, and then also we want to be changes this one into I, and this will going to be show the compression of those two. And if I run this one, and as you can see here, we got the data we want to do that. And if you see this one, this just means just predicting price with the price, and that's why it just got a straight line data, because they are equal. When the price is 0.2, the price will be 0.2, right? That's, I hope that makes sense. Okay, but we also wanted to change the label name to be I, and if I run this one again, as you can see here, just price and price, and for other two. But we don't want to see this one. It is not helpful. We know that if equal list can be equal, so to remove that, we can index column to be out from our data, so to price data to out from our data. So we can just say, I'm sorry, 1 up to the end of the data. And if I run this one again, as you can see, there's no more price here, and this is what our data looks like. And this is basically how you can predict your project, data. And then also we can also change the title if you want, but I think if we can print it out here, we can understand it. I did not did this for purpose firstly, but when I see that, it is helpful, because we know that this is just comparing area with the price, and we know that for other two, this is bedroom with the price. So it is helpful, so I'm not going to remove this one. Okay, as you can see here, now what we want to do is, after we visualized our data, we want to decide which types of our feature is related to the price. Okay, that's what we want to, that's why we plotted our data. So I don't know about you, but if you see this one, the more the data is increased, the price also will be increased. As you can see, when the price is the area is small, and also the money also increase compared to the other one. Okay, so but sometimes it have some noise like this one. The area is small, but the price is the highest from the all compared to the other one. And if we build other way, we can figure out this problem. But for starting this first for this our first project, I think it just if this predict more than let's say 75%, that's what we want to do. We don't I mean that's fine for now, not in the future, but for the first time it is a good model to we have, so we can use this feature. And also if you can see here, the bedrooms are not affecting that much for the data. As you can see here, even what I why I said this before, because we use linear what do you call it, algorithm to fit our data. We want to well, we want to draw straight lines that fit a good line for every single data, and that's what we are going to build for our first project. But if you can see this one, if we draw a straight line, we're not going to get, I know this one is a classification model, but when it comes to the price, it have to be a regression class. And if you're not familiar with a types of machine learning, maybe I'm going to start after I finish this project explanation video for machine learning from the beginning. So I will do that if you're not familiar with it, so in the future you might going to see that video. So but this one also doesn't look like it is a good more data to, I mean this is good, I think so, because when the bar room is 4, so I think we can use this one. But we are going to have a bunch of loss, which means a loss means a the real the predictor versus the last, I mean the true value. But for that reason we don't going to use this one. This one also seems like we are going to have a bunch of error loss. This looks like we can get a good linear regression, because when the data is the number is 0, the price also some kind of small, and but the number is 1, it is increased, but also it also have a loss number. So as you can see, every data here doesn't look like it is can use a linear algorithm rather than this data, which means the area. So for that reason we are going to only use the area for future, and then price for what do you call this price. So I mean this, think about this project like you first, so I'm not going to show you the big detail. So for that reason now we can just drop out every single feature rather from our data frame, but we don't want to include the area and the price. So now let's do that. Okay, it's a bunch of plot here. Okay, to drop our data we can just say df dot drop, and then we can I think let me see that. Yeah, it is tuple, and in the first line labels. Okay, I think let's see some example. Okay, it doesn't show us, but I hope so. We're going to take the column's name, and we're going to drop that out. So now let me just say df dot columns, and then from second index up to the last one. And if I run this one, okay, I got error. Okay, I think let's do the axis to be 1. Yep, it's work. Okay, this axis 1 means horizontal, I think, to see the horizontal, or yeah, like this one. I don't know, I'm confused. Horizontal and vertical, maybe this is horizontal, this is vertical. If that's the case, please don't judge me. Okay, but if we printed out our data frame, let's see the head of our data. As you can see, it doesn't print drop it out, because we have to say in place equal to true, in place. Okay, is equals to true, and then if I run this one, this will going to be dropped out for permanently, and as you can see, we only have those columns. And now this is we come far, and we are doing a good progress. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how can we how can we separate our data for train, test, split, and then also how can we split our label into train, test, and then also for future also train to test, split. So I'll show you that in the next upcoming video, and I hope I'll see you there. Goodbye.